welcome back to Dad and Lad Fishing. Back out with Morecambe Bay sea anglers. We're on a mark we've not fished before. Sunderland Point on the River Lune. We got to be here a bit later than everyone else because someone forgot to put the worm in the bag and we got all the way to Preston. I had to go back home for it, but he's over there by his rod laughing at me saying it. So, main target here for us today is flatties. Probably eels, especially with all this fresh water coming through. So rigs of choice are Wessex rigs. I've made a little video of the products we use to make our Wessex rigs, so I'll put that in the description, a link to that. I'll show you it when we get it back in a bit anyway, once we get cast in, because we've got here just as everyone was about to cast in. For me, so it's air sport rod, our Lewis air power as usual. We're going to have a little go and see how we get on. Bring you back soon. Who's just bringing his bait in there to do a little bait up video and snapped up on a snag straight away, so shocky gone and everything, lads?
Yeah.
Yeah, whole lot gone. Spare reel? Got a spare reel, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got a spare reel on. So, might seem a little bit tired on the intro there. We've been up since... What time did we get up this morning, mate?
3:30.
We've been up since 3:30. We fished the Mersey this morning as well. This is a night session, well, late session. Fishing 6 o'clock till about 10:15, 10 o'clock. Shall I go and show them my bait in a minute?
Yeah, you may as well. I'm going to set up again.
He's going to set up again. I'll do a little bait up in a minute. Oh, still early. It's only just put in, really. Yeah. Oh. So I'll go and do a little bait up with I'm going to reel in and then I'll do a little bait up over by me. Coming back over to reel my rods in to do the bait change, like I said. Tip was going a little bit, didn't think much of it. Reeled in. We've got this little eel, which I've just had it measured under 45 centimetres or over 45 centimetres. That's how they're measuring eels. And then we've got a little flounder on the bottom of 24. Well, our Lewis was too slow to get the camera to see me getting them in, so I'm going to get them back in. Get my bait back out there, see if we can get something a bit better. Well, at least we're on the fish already. So, asked Lewis to show you his bait up while I was putting the fish back, but he's too quick to get back in. He wants to get a fish himself, so thought I'd show you. We're only fishing for small species, flounders and things, so the Wessex rig, as said, it's just a 1-up 1's arm. Small hooks, size 4s I'm on. Just a little flexi bead from an over there on the bottom, acts as a bait stop. Great then, you just slide over your hook, you don't have to put them on like a normal bait stop. They're not as solid as a normal one, but you do get that bit of resistance and stop the bait running up your line, so started using them a lot more. Bait for me is just plain ragworm threaded onto the hook. Simple baits, simple rigs, simple fishing. I like this type of fishing. Our Lewis likes the big fish fishing. I like a little bit of flatty bashing now and again. But nice little simple ragworm threaded onto the top hook. And then just a ragworm threaded onto the bottom hook. Lewis is fishing lug. who's just fishing look. I've gone for ragworm, but you pick flatties up on both baits. I'm sure if I pick another one up in a minute, he'll change to ragworm. But that's it. Simple rig, simple bait. I'm gonna get it back in, see if we can get something a bit bigger. I think a few bigger flounder have come out further down, so they're out there. So we'll bring you back when we get another fish, not if, when.
As my dad said before, as bait I'm using black lug. Put it on, using my little in-over baiting needle. Just threading it on to make a little bait, so it's nice and compact. Just like that. Hook your hook into the top of it. Then get your bait plaster, wrap it around. And you pull it off. So your bait's nice and small, just like that. And that's how I'm doing my bait. Let's hope that gets me a fish.
Just brought you back now. Got about an hour till high waters around 8:15. So as I said, we're fishing till around 10 o'clock. Just that little flounder and eel for me so far. I think I jinxed it by saying when, not if, we get more fish. Well, we're still yet to catch, aren't you, mate?
Nothing yet.
I'm sure you'll get something before we go home. Well,
hopefully. Don't want the blankers top.
That's in my car from last time.
It's not staying in the car.
Luz doesn't want the Blankers t-shirt, but I'm sure he'll catch before we go home. Yeah.
Oh, mountain slack.
Yeah. His rod went in. But no. A bit of weeds picked his line up. So the downside pole's quite strong here. So this is 6-ounce leads, 6-ounce grip leads. So I'll go and give him that hands. I'm going to bring these back soon.
So we're not far off high tide now. It's slackened off a bit, so we've put the baits a bit further out. There's been a few fish come out. 2 people further down have had, one's had an eel and a flounder, and one's had a flounder. And then my dad's had an eel and a flounder as well. But let's hope it picks up a bit now as it's getting to high tide. And let's hope I can get a fish. So, my dad's got us
Oh.
another fish.
Ooh. Trouble has it. Oh. Trouble has it, I've found it. Little one on a big one, a bit bigger than my last one, so I'm gonna get it measured. That rod's down, so I'm holding it properly. Oh, little one's gone. Here's a flounder. Small one on the bottom, bit bigger one on the top. Get the bigger one measured. Get them back in. So, there's my two little flounder. Unhooked, measured. Bigger one was 33, so a bit bigger than my last one. I think Lewis might have a change to ragworm now that I've had a few and he's not getting any. I did say to you on the way here, lads, you're playing my game today, flatty bashing. Well, at me behind the camera. Let's see if it picks up a bit, because I think Lewis said before there was a few fish coming out first hour. A couple of other people have fish out down the other end. But it just dies off. Now the tide slackens off a bit, we're on high water, so we might get a few. I'm gonna get these two fish back in anyway. Oh. Oh, just turned round, Lewis has reeled the fish in, so he's not blanking now. He's got one of his favourite species over there, little silver eel. Let's go and see him with it. There you go, lad.
Definitely not one of my favourites.
We'll get it unhooked for him and get it back in. But
at least it saved the blank for me.
Blank saver, mate. Well done. Let's get it unhooked, get it back in the water. So, another little flounder. Only small fish, but they're the fish we came for. I'm enjoying myself catching these little flounder. You best get some. Stop messing about with them eels.
I've only had one. I don't want any more.
Doesn't like eels. It surprises me that, because in my freshwater fishing days, that was one of my main targets in the summer. And he used to come with me all the time. Then he's just sick of catching them. Well, I'll get this little flounder back in. And get my bait back out, see if we can get some more. Another little eel for the lad.
There's another one. Definitely not my favourite.
I think they're boss little creatures, mate. Just think, they've come all the way from the Sargasso Sea, and they come here and come up and live up our freshwater streams and get landlocked and grow really big. Just that you're catching a little bootlace one, but amazing little creatures, really. Oh.
I'd rather catch a flounder.
Well, you get one if you get your bait back in. Go and put your reel back in the water. You want a picture with it?
No.
So we've got about half an hour to go. We're just starting to lose the light a little bit now. So I thought it'd be darker than this by now. Tide's on its way out now, isn't it? So
yeah.
See behind us there, the mud's starting to show again. Don't know whether that picks up there, does it? The mud's starting to show there, so see if we get anything else in this last half an hour. Just the two eels for Lewis the Eel Man O'Brien over there. Loves them. And think it was four or five flounder, four in it. 4 flounder and a little eel for myself. But I enjoy this type of fishing. Small baits, small fish. I'll bring you back if we get anything else. If not, do a little outro when we're by the car. Just called time. Jim's just shouted there, so just brought in a nice little flounder again. Enjoyed this venue. Nice little place. Lovely area to be. It was a nice little day here. I used to love catching them 2 eels. Fuck facing balls. But yeah. Gonna get this unhooked, get it back in. We'll show you the results on photos, no doubt, on our video. And maybe do a little outro when we're back by the car. These outros take us ages, you know. He just said I want to go home, I'm tired. So we're going to make it quick. We had another good day with the Morecambe lads. Lovely little venue. I love it. I love a little bad flatty session, me. So Arloose loves catching eels as well, as you can tell from the video.
I don't. I like catching big fish, man.
Yeah, big fish, Lewis. But yeah, so as I said, great day again. I'll pop the results up. Who got the biggest fish in the photos? But well, you would have already seen them before this. So see you all next time.